The bottom line with quadratic functions, two things that you absolutely need to use frequently are the quadratic formula, which is what this is. I'm sure you recognized it. And the fact that the vertex occurs when your horizontal coordinate has value negative b over 2a. And also notice that that negative b over 2a occurs right here in the quadratic formula. It's negative b over 2a plus or minus this square root over 2a. Now that's a plus or minus, meaning that the plus takes you on one side of the negative b over 2a line and the minus takes you on the other side equal distance. So that the zeros of the function, the points where the function intercepts the axis, are equidistant from your axis of symmetry, as has to be the case if this is an axis of symmetry. Okay, so very important to know that. Now, it's important to understand where it comes from. Completing the square is also an essential skill, so be sure you have that. Okay, let's take now the equation x of t equals 20t squared minus 40t. Okay, well, we could just say, okay, well, negative b over 2a, that's negative 40. Negative of negative 40 over 20, that's 1. Well, we got that there. The vertex occurs at t coordinate 1. However, first I complete the square and express this function in that form. 20 times the quantity t minus 1 squared plus 20. Okay, completing the square leads you to this. And leads you to the idea that since t minus, replacing t by t minus 1 moves the graph 1 unit to the right, the 20t squared graph is shifted so that its vertex lies at t equals 1. Okay, and so that's the axis of symmetry. So either way, we get that, and those are connections you need to understand. The vertex is at negative 1, sorry, at 1, negative 20. Plug in 1, we get negative 20. The graph opens upward because you have a positive number in front of t squared. If you use this form, if t changes from 1 to 2, then you've got 20 times 1 squared plus 20. And I wrote that down incorrectly. That's minus 20. Hopefully, since that's the first we referred to it, hopefully it didn't distract you. So now we have the vertex at 1, negative 20. If we change from the vertex, if t changes by 1, we have to go up 20, which will give us a 0 here at t equals 2. So the graph is going to look something like this. With the other 0 at t equals 0. Okay, so just an example of how we could graph a function using these techniques and these insights. And you simply have to know how to deal with quadratic functions. They come up all over the place. You can't escape them. Not in a STEM field. Okay, very good. Hope you got that. If you don't have it, yeah, just work on it and get it down soon.